Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you get in that description box. Get to that link tree, clickety-clack. Find me on the other platforms, Rumble, Recoil TV, Spotify. I'm there waiting patiently. And of course, this isn't smell-o-vision, so you don't know what it smells like in here, but let me tell you, it smells like wood stain because I just got done staining one of the tables that my wife acquired. Fellas, has your wife ever had a project that somehow becomes your project? Enough said. If you know, you know. And funny thing this morning with my son, I was making, we were having waffles for breakfast. Sunday morning waffles, what's better? And I was standing in the kitchen and I hear this little voice behind me say, "Dad, turn around. I'm going to shoot you in the face." That's my boy. He's all boy. All boy. There we go. That's what I meant to say. So dust, allergies. But that shit was funny. What a way to kick off my Sunday. And today we're going to talk about the insanity, the jumbled mess, the cornucopia of confusion that is the left. And they're really showing their confusion via your newest Supreme Court Justice, Jumanji Brown Jackson. Yes, Queen. Just like she said in her acceptance speech, it took 223 years, 150-something justices before we got the first black woman. Crickets, who gives a shit? That means nothing to me. Did you see white people acting like this when they got their Supreme Court justice? Did you see Mexican people, Puerto Rican, whatever Sotomayor is? Did you see her people acting like that when she got up there? No, nobody gives a shit. Why are we impressed by unimpressive shit? So what if you're a Supreme Court justice and you happen to be a black woman? Get your ass to work. But of course, since that's the only reason she was there, it's a big deal. And the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, let's see if I can keep what I'm going to say within 1,000 words. Maybe, maybe not. But I'll put, can I get a link to it? If I can, I'll put a link to this picture that's floating around. And it'll be on my Instagram page at JG Talk. You can even look it up. But it's a picture. I don't know who the dumbass artist is, but the only person dumber than the artist are the people who are actually thinking this is a good painting or a good picture. So it's a picture of Jumanji Brown Jackson, and she's sitting there, and she's smiling. You know, she just made it to the Supreme Court. She's happy. But around her in the picture, this is where we bring stupid into the picture, literally and figuratively. So surrounding Jumanji Brown Jackson in a heaven-like theme are all these dead famous people. And I wish I could give you one specific group, but herein lies part of the insanity. It's all kinds of different people, so I don't know how this pertains to Jumanji Brown Jackson. If it were all black people, that would make more sense. It would still be stupid, but it would make more sense. If it were all women, okay, that would make a little more sense. If it were all black women, okay, that might make a little more sense. Or maybe if it were all women who were famous for other things other than being an entertainer. Maybe some CEOs, maybe some politicians or something like that. Maybe some other female justices. And there was one other female justice in this picture, and it was RBG. So had it been that, and another one was Thurgood Marshall. Okay, they're both Supreme Court justices. They both passed on. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, but that's where it ends. Because I'm going to tell you the rest of the people that were in this picture, and it makes no fucking sense. Okay, no particular, not in the order that they are in the picture from left to right, but these are the people in the picture. Okay, Rosa Parks, Betty White. People, big fan of Betty White, okay? She was one of my favorite Golden Girls. Dorothy was my favorite, but part of why Dorothy was my favorite is how she would talk shit to Rose. Rose would ask her the dumbest question in the world. She'd be like, "No, Rose," and then she'd tell her something totally stupid, and most of the time, Rose would believe it. Love Betty White, but she's in there for some reason. Eartha Kitt, right? Aaliyah, the R&B singer, Aaliyah, Jumanji Brown Jackson, Supreme Court Justice. You make the connection. Michael Jackson. Okay. Here's where we dip down. Here's where we get low in the valley of stupid. Okay. Malcolm X. Of course. MLK. Martin Luther King. Anything black, people, Martin Luther King. Good, bad, everything in between. Black person, Martin Luther King. Coretta Scott King. Nipsey Hussle. The dead rapper, former gang member, gunned down, Nipsey Hussle. Jumanji Brown Jackson, Supreme Court Justice. Chadwick Boseman. I'm assuming he's up there because he was in a fucking movie about a fake imaginary African country. Like I mentioned before, Thurgood Marshall, RBG. Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi is in that picture. Look up his quotes about Africans. Kobe Bryant. Did Jumanji Brown Jackson play basketball on any level? Is any part of her notoriety or fame due to her dealings with basketball? But Kobe Bryant is on there. And to bring up the rear, Harriet Tubman. Guys, that shit is everywhere. I don't know if the person who did this picture had just done one of the fattest lines of coke ever consumed by a human being. Some of the people, so they're looking down from heaven, so they're proud of her. They're all smiling, so they are all happy that she was confirmed as a Supreme Court justice. Why is this something so monumental that it would get the attention of angels in heaven, assuming that all of these people were good enough to get into heaven? Okay, just assuming they all made the cut. St. Peter was at the gate and they said, come on in, okay? Why would this warrant the attention of angels in heaven? You see where they're putting her? They want us to be impressed by unimpressive shit. Yes, she made it to the Supreme Court. That is impressive. But you're talking about people who are in the afterlife are happy because she became a Supreme Court justice. Now, maybe if she came up with a cure for cancer and all the people in that picture had died of cancer, okay, maybe. But this is a collection of the most mismatched people I've ever seen. What is the common thread? What is the similarity between all of these people? Why are they looking down on Jumanji Brown Jackson with smiles on their face? What does she do? How is she connected? Because you're comparing some woman who was picked before Biden probably even got into office with, we'll just pick one, shall we? Harriet Tubman. She was a former slave who freed other slaves. How is she connected to Jumanji Brown Jackson? Maybe Harriet Tubman was like, man, one of these slaves that I free are going to maybe someday become somebody important. Their family, their lineage down the line is going to become a Supreme Court justice. You think that's what she was thinking about when she heard in the distance? Them hound dogs? No, she wasn't thinking about her safety and her freedom. She was thinking about Jumanji Brown Jackson. Aaliyah. She's an R&B singer. What does she have to do with the Supreme Court justice? Nipsey Hussle was a rapper, not even one of the greatest rappers. I'll say it. All these people are jocking him. They're on his nuts after he died. They didn't even care about him until he died because it was a way for them to get some shine. They didn't give a fuck about Nipsey Hussle. They just wanted some of the clout off of his untimely death. I'm surprised they didn't put Tupac or Biggie up there. And I'll say it. They're not even two of the greatest rappers ever. Why would you have a rapper there at all? Martin Luther King? Malcolm? Chadwick Boseman was an actor in a movie. That's 2 layers of fake right there. But he was from a fake African country made up by a comic book writer's mind. But somehow he's proud of something that he wasn't on this planet to see. Man, Kobe Bryant? That's how weak this shit is. That's how weak this shit is. They got to crochet all this shit together. It's so stupid. Look, the fucking Eartha Kitt. She was an actress, a singer. What the man? This is what they do. All these things are so feeble on their own, on its own, but they gotta somehow knead and massage this bullshit together to make something that we're supposed to care about. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Betty White. Why is Rose Nyland in this picture? Did maybe Rosa Parks and MLK and Martin Luther King and all these civil rights types, even Thurgood Marshall, maybe this is what they were fighting for? Was for Jumanji Brown Jackson to get up there? Well, why didn't they do this for Clarence Thomas? And that's another thing. It doesn't matter that she's black. So what? So what? I don't give a fuck what color you are. Just get your ass in there and do the job well. Interpret the Constitution. That's all we need you for. That's like with Trump. Oh, he was so mean in his tweets. I don't give a fuck. He's not my homie. He's not my daddy. I don't need him to be all cool and help me along emotionally. Get your ass in that office and make sure that I am number one in the world. That's all. That's it. Do that and everything else will be fine. Everything else that they complain about that Trump didn't give them, I will get that from the people in my life, not the person in the White House. Man, this bullshit. Wait till you see this damn picture, people. I got to get the hell up out of here and get in here with my beautiful wife and kids. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.